$987 worth of playing in my face. Okay, so I'm about to go get my coffee and then we about to get started. This is for Monica?
Yes.
6 and 6? Okay. All right, let's chat. Let's talk, y'all. Let's talk. So, I owe y'all a story time on everything. Quite frankly, quite literally everything. Y'all, let's talk. Let's chat, let's catch up, let's do it. I have so much to tell y'all. And I'm gonna try my best to keep this in order. That when I say so much has happened between June 21st to current, so much has happened, okay? Okay, so if you watched previous video, you know that first day of summer, it was a million trillion bagillion jillion degrees outside. And my car overheated. First day of summer. On the expressway. On the way back from the water park. So car overheats, right? I take the car. I get the car towed to my house. A few days later, I take it to a mechanic. Mechanic plays in my face. $987 worth of playing in my face. Played in my face, right? Okay, so take my car out of that shop, tow it to a mechanic that became recommended to me from a friend. The guy's like, okay, so, you know, what did they say that they couldn't do or what? I'm like, okay, they couldn't put the hoses back on. He's saying these aren't the hoses. He's like, these are the hoses. I'm like, okay, bet. So he puts them on, right? Take my car back because, mind you, the stupid mechanic is saying, oh, everything's done. Only thing is these aren't the right hoses. We can't find the right hoses, blah, 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 hoses, right? So I take it to the mechanic. I'm like, oh, they just saying these aren't the hoses. So he's like, these are. He puts them on for me. I'm like, I bet, cool, we're good, right? We're not good. So he puts the hoses on my car. I drive the car 2 days. 2 days I drive the car. Next thing you know, I'm like on my way to work and the car overheats again. Okay, cool. So tow it to my job because I was trying to get to work. So I don't tow it to my job. I drove it. I let it cool down and I drove it to my job because I was almost there. Of course, when I want to record a video, everybody and their mama, mind you, I'm in the back of the McDonald's parking lot where there are no cars. So I drove it to work. I parked it. Now a train want to go by. Okay. Drove it to work, parked it, went about my day, okay? My friend's like, I have AAA. I will, I'll call the tow truck to your job when you're ready so we can tow it to wherever you're going to tow it to. So in the midst of that, I end up talking to the owner. He asked me to bring my car back to the original, the stupid mechanic, the shop, stupid shop. They asked me to bring the car back because they're like, oh, these things are under warranty, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I have the car towed back, well, from my job to his shop. He ended up looking at it. They sent me all these videos, y'all. All these bullshit videos where I can see that they punctured holes in these hoses. The reason I really know this is because before my car got towed, me and the tow guy were under the hood looking at the hoses, and he was like, yo, hoses look, they look good, you know, whatever. I'm like, well, they should, because they just got replaced. So now my car gets to the shop and there's puncture holes in my hoses. Insert clip.
Ok, ya estuvo.
Punctured holes in my hoses. So now I'm like, okay, I'm getting my car out of here. He's like, oh, we can repair the hoses, blah, blah, blah. Also, the reason your car was overheating was because of your battery. Nigga, what? Like, I know I'm a girl, but I'm not stupid. I just got my battery tested and it said my battery's in good health. My car is not overheating because of a battery. That's just not how that goes. There's a cooling system, sir. So when he realized that didn't work, he was just done with me. Plus, I submitted a couple reports on him, BBB, Attorney General, Chicago Business Affairs. We'll talk about that later. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to schedule another tow truck to come get my car. So I scheduled another tow truck to take my car from the stupid mechanic to my house. So bring the car to my house. I'm like, I need to figure out what to do. Not what to do. I need to figure out who can do, all the repairs on my car. So I talked to the mechanic because at this point, I don't know that my new mechanic, I don't know all what he does, right? I just know that I brought the car to him for some hoses to be put on and he was able to do it. So I'm having a conversation with him. He's like, oh yeah, I can do it, blah, blah. Just let me know when you're ready. All right, bet. Now, mind you, these things cost money. I still have my regular bills. I have nursing school tuition. I have a child to take care of. I have food to put in the house, baby. So some of these things had to wait, right? I'm like, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave the car parked in front of my house. Like, it's safe. I got my eyes on it. Oh, mind you, and I still have to pay a car note because my car is not yet paid off. Almost. We got one more payment, but it wasn't paid off yet. Still ain't paid off yet. But I'm like, okay, car is in front of the house. I can keep my eye on it. Like, it's just gonna have to stay put real quick, right? So your girl gets a bus pass because I'm not too good to take public transportation. Found me a way to get to and from home to work, work to school, school to home. It worked. Ryland's on summer vacation, so I don't have to worry about getting him to and from. One less thing on my plate. So in the midst of all of that, back up. I done went too far. Before I decided to get the bus pass, this is the part. I don't even know how I forgot this part. Before I decided to get a bus pass, a friend of mine for 20 years, I was talking to her when my car overheated on the way to work. I had called her because we work at the same hospital. So I called her and I'm like, hey, have y'all started clinic yet? Like, my car overheated. Would you be able to come get me if I can't move my car? So I can make it to work. She wasn't able to. Okay, cool. I get it. So she's like, no, I can't do it. I'm like, okay, cool. That's fine. So let my car cool down. I end up driving to work. So I got to work. That same day, she texted me and was like, hey, how are you getting home? And I'm like, not sure right now. I'm waiting to get my car towed because my other best friend, she's the one who called the tow truck for me. So I'm like, I'm waiting to see what time the tow truck comes. Like, then I'll be able to think how I'm going to get home, if I'm going to take an Uber, train, blah, 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 right? So she's like, okay, cool. Once you get your car towed, let me know. So my car gets towed at like 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, the car gets towed. And I'm like, hey, I'm like, my car just got, towed back. And she's like, okay, cool. She's like, stop by my house. She lives not too far from there. She's like, stop by my house. I'll take you home. I'm like, okay, cool. I appreciate that. So after work, I go to her house. We sitting there talking. We end up going for a walk, just talking, catching up, right? So she's like, hey, I don't know if, this is something you're open to, but I do have my other truck that just sits in the parking lot. I'm like, oh, I didn't know you still had that car. I saw you got a new car, so I just thought the other one was gone. She's like, oh no, it just stays parked in the parking lot, right? And I'm like, oh. She's like, so if you want, like, you could use it until you figure out your car situation. So I'm like, oh wow. I'm like, you sure? Like, and she's like, yeah, I'm sure. She's like, you need a way to get to school and to work. I'm like, no, most definitely. And that would alleviate so much stress, right? Now, mind you, I'm saying this like, this will relieve so much stress, make, so many things so much easier. So she's like, yeah, for sure. She's like, okay, so let me go get the key. Let me show you where it's parked at, blah, blah, blah. So literally gives me the key. We go to the car. We get out of the garage, everything, and I'm on my way, right? So before I dropped her back off to her house, I'm like, is there anything, that you need me to do pertaining to the car? She says, no, registration is good. She's like, all you got to do is put gas in it. Look at the sun. So there's nothing I need to do. She's like, no, just put gas in it, take care of it, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool, I can do that. So I get the car home, and just thinking about it just blows my mind. I get the car home, and I text her again, like, thank you so much. You don't know how much stress this relieved from me, being able to have reliable transportation. She's like, no problem. All the things that you've done for me, this is the least I could do, right? I'm like, okay, okay. So 3 days later, the check engine light comes on. Okay. Check engine light could be anything, right? It's not always worst case scenario. It's not always a, super, super bad thing. So me just being the person that I am, I don't know what hair I just put behind my ear. We gonna ignore that. I sent her a picture like, hey, your check engine light just came on. She's like, oh, okay, cool. She said something about the oil change. She like, it should be at like 40%. So I go to look. I sent the picture. I'm like, it's at 18%. Like, 18%, I guess, until it has to be changed. I guess that's how her car reads. So again, I'm sending pictures, right? Just so that she could be aware. I ain't making this up. You see the mileage, you see the timestamp, you see the location of where the picture is taken, you see all of this. So she's like, okay, cool. So we end up moving past that or whatever. I'm like, if I'm in my head, I'm like, if it comes down to it, if I still have the car and it needs an oil change, like, I'll take it to get an oil change. No problem. So I heard something. So about maybe 4 days later, 3-4 days later, after the check engine light comes on, we had a birthday party to go to for my coworker. So we go to the birthday party. The birthday party was about 30 minutes from my house. 30 minutes from my house. And as I'm at the light to turn into the pool or the amusement park, whatever you want to call it, I noticed the car start doing something funny. So I'm like, okay, I'm paying attention. Let's see what's going on. So I accelerate, the car is still going. So I pull into the parking lot, and then pull into a parking spot. Y'all, as soon as I turned into the parking spot, the car shut off. I'm like, okay. Now, when I was turning into the lot, the gas light did come on. Now, in my defense, when the gas light comes on, we'll say at minimum you have, we'll say 15 miles. Because I know every car, every SUV, everything's different, right? We'll say approximately 15 miles is what you have. So I'm like, I have that in mind. But then I also have in mind the check engine light came on. So I text her and I'm like, hey, as I was pulling into, the parking lot of this pool, the car shut off. Now, I just did remind her, like, the check engine light did come on. The car did start acting a little funny at the light, blah, blah, blah. Then the gas light came on. This was my wording, y'all. This was my wording. If it's not gas, so if the issue is not gas, what would you like for me to do? So she's like, do you want to have it towed? I said, this is not my car. I'm asking you what you would like for me to do, because I don't know. You were already previously mentioning that you've been trying to get the bank to come get the car. So I don't know what's worth it to you. I'm not going to abandon your car. I'm not going to just be like, oh, well, now it don't work. Go about my, no. So I'm asking you, what would you like for me to do? Right? So she's like, again, what would you like for me to do if gas is not the issue? Because we still don't know at this point if gas is the issue. So I go to the birthday party. Fast forward a couple hours. My sister ends up coming, because I notified my sister too. I'm like, hey, the other car did blah, blah, blah. She's like, girl, oh my God. So my sister doesn't live too far. So she's like, I'll come to you. I'll take you to the gas station. Let's get gas and see. Oh, excuse me. So we go to the gas station, get the back up. I done skip the part, go back. So I'm like, if it's not gas, what do you want me to do? So she's like, well, if it's not gas and you don't want to have it towed, I have no choice but to report it stolen. Excuse me? Stolen? Stolen? Baby. Reporting a vehicle stolen is the craziest shit I ever heard of. The craziest shit. Excuse me? What? Y'all, I was so taken aback by this statement. Reported stolen. Do you know what? Reported stolen, but it's not stolen. Like, you was better off saying, leave it there and let's see if they tow it, because they will tow abandoned vehicles, Plus it's in a parking lot of a park district, of a pool, whatever. They're gonna see this very car still sitting here. They're gonna call. They're gonna see if they can get a hold of the owner. If not, they're gonna have it towed to a facility and you would have to pick the car up. But reporting it stolen? Now, when you report it stolen, they're gonna find the car. They're gonna ask for footage. They could just look at the fingerprints that have been in the car. My fingerprints are in a system because I'm in nursing school. They're gonna see this is her. These are her prints. She stole the car. Why the fuck? Why the fuck would that come to your brain and come out of your mouth? Y'all, I was so fucking taken aback, because no fucking way did you just say that you would report this car stolen if gas was not the issue. Be so fucking for real. So, I already told y'all the previous part, but I'm gonna repeat it. My sister comes, we go to the gas station, I put gas in the car. The issue is gas. Okay? Issue is gas. And she begins to say later on in talking to me that oh, I forgot to tell you that the fuel something or other. So basically she's telling me that I don't even know what it's called, like the proper word for it. The gauge of the gas tank doesn't read properly. Don't you think that would have been something good for me to know when you gave me the car? Because what I would have did is I would have made sure at least when I get to that half a tank that I go and I fill back up and fill back up and fill back up, because I know it doesn't gauge properly. Right? So that happened in the middle of me working to get my car fixed. Additional stress and someone basically threatening to report a car stolen that they let me borrow. Yeah. So I get the car to my house. I park it and I do not drive it again. At this point, I let her know I will not be driving the vehicle. And then that's when your girl got her a bus pass and found my routes to work, to school, and home on the bus and the train. Okay? And yeah. So we're not friends anymore. That was the final straw. I will give y'all story time on why that was the final straw. But not in this video. So I took me a break of dealing with all car troubles, okay? I said, look, baby, I done had my car troubles. I done dealt with a thieving mechanic. I'm tired, okay? I'm tired. I just want to go to work and go to school. I was stressing at first about, because there was a week break that we had after, like, in the summer. They gave us like a week break off. So I was trying to figure out everything in that week, but I didn't figure it out. So I'm panicking because school was about to start. But I figured it out. So again, I ended up just taking the bus and the train, give myself a break, mental break, and then I got back to the car thing. So I finally have my car towed to my mechanic, my new mechanic. I love him. He like my uncle. So I had my car towed back to him, and he's like, girl, I thought you had this car fixed. I'm like, no, I needed a mental break, a financial break. I needed a break. Like, I had to reel it back in. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but also what prolonged the situation was the fact that, I'm sorry, y'all, this story all over the place. It was so much that happened. I ended up using the rest of my best friend's, her tows that she gets in a year through AAA. I used her last too. So I was trying to reach out to other people like, hey, does anybody else have it? Anybody else have it? Everybody's like, no, they don't have it. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'll just get it. So I go on the AAA website, and it was like $69 something for the year. And I'm about to put in my information. Holy Spirit said, hold on. Wait, they don't love it. Like, so I waited. And I ended up going about my business. I want to say 3-4 days later, I get back on the AAA website. Like, okay, let me get this, membership so I can get these tows. I go 60% off. I know that's right. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. 60% off. I got the membership for a year for $29.95. 29 something. But let me tell you what pissed me off. You gotta wait 3 days before you can use it. So I said, okay, you know what? I ain't even mad. Let me get this membership. I could wait the 3 days. I'm already taking the bus and the train. Like, you already got when I say it pissed me off, it was just like, damn, really? I wasn't really mad. I was just like, okay. So cool, got the membership. So now I'm all excited. I'm like, oh shit, I got my AAA membership, right? I just happened to go onto the T-Mobile T-Life app. I'm scrolling. Why do I see AAA on us free for 1 year? said, you know what? I could have saved me $30. But it's neither here nor there now. Because it don't make sense to see if I could cancel it. Because, yeah. So, I got to know it again, but got over it relatively quickly. So, waited the time frame or whatever. I think I waited like a week. Because life was just life in. School's back in session. Baby, I'm trying to get my baby ready for school. Shit was all over the place. So, I called my mechanic. I'm like, hey, let me know when's a good day to bring in my car. He like, well, if you can, bring it tonight or tomorrow. I'm like, okay, I'll bring it to you tomorrow. So I bring it to him, and he's like, okay, so what are we doing? I'm like, yeah, we want to take a deep sea dive and, see what these people really did, what they didn't do. Just look, it's literally, it's trial and error at this point. We're trying things, we looking at things, we trying to figure it out. So fast forward. He had my car for like a week and a half. And it ended up being a water pump. However, we did also change my thermostat. We also changed my hoses. My hoses was changed. We also changed, it was something else that we changed. Baby, basically everything under my hood pertaining to my cooling system was replaced. But it ended up being the water pump, I think. And I only say I think, and that's what I'm going with, because after we changed the water pump, my car's fine. My baby's fine. She's right here. We're in her. She's not overheating. So yeah, y'all. What an interesante summer I had. I did not have a bad summer though. I had a good summer. Despite the car issues, I have a great support system. My best friend Ari, my sister, like my village. Even my mom. My mom ended up moving back to Chicago from Arizona, and she, I still don't have my car situated yet. She came back in time to help me get Rylan to school. Like, everything played out accordingly. So while there were some setbacks, some crazy shit said, a lot of money spent, a lot of tears, a lot of frustration, it was all worth it. It showed me that I do have a village that I could rely on. And I'm trying not to get emotional. And it's not saying that I didn't know that before, but it was reassuring. Like, girl, look at your village. Look how everybody came together and was willing to help you in any way possible. Whether it was financially, whether it was a ride, whether it was, just checking on me. And I believe God also wanted me to sit down. Take a seat. Take a step back, because those train rides, therapeutic. Okay, I don't have to worry about traffic. The bus too. I don't got to worry about traffic. All I got to do is watch my surroundings. I'm just sitting here chilling, watching my surroundings. I'm decompressing, morning and after work. So super chill. Like, I had such a great experience taking public transportation that I damn near was like, if I didn't have to take Rylan to school in the morning, I would do this all year round. I'm lying. Not in the winter. If I have to, I will. But if I don't have to, then I won't, because Chicago winters are crazy. But yeah, y'all, so I summed it up the best way I could, because it's really longer. I'm at 30 minutes of yapping. And I know y'all know that was not 30 minutes. Like, all what happened this entire summer with my car, and with people saying crazy things to me, and people doing crazy things and playing in my face, did not happen in 30 minutes. So I summed it up relatively nice. So we're going to shift gears a bit. You might have also seen in the previous semester that I made honor roll. For the first semester, my very first semester of nursing school, I made honor roll. So we're currently in the third semester. We just started third semester yesterday. Wrapped up the second semester. My last session, I wrapped up with all B's. Go me. Wrapped up with all B's. So now I am in Anatomy and Physiology 4. I am in Interpersonal Communications and y'all, what's my other class? It's a psychology class of some sort. I got 3 classes. I'm drawing a blank on that third class. But yeah, so your girl's in her third semester of nursing school. I'm waiting because final grades were due yesterday. My AP3 teacher, which is actually my AP4 teacher, still has some grades to put in for some of us, and I'm one of those some of us. So I'm waiting to see what my final GPA is for the end of that session / semester, to see if I may honor roll again. Honor roll, you gotta have a 3.0. 3.0 is the minimum. So if y'all see me on here crying again, that means your girl did it again, which I'm sure I did it again. Yeah, y'all, but this has really been, it's been an interesting one. It's been an interesting journey so far, with life, honestly, like with parenting, with nursing school, with friendships, with family, like, child, it's other stories I could tell, but we not even gonna get at no energy. We just gonna leave that. But interesting, but I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. I wouldn't have it any other way, honestly. Like, the amount of things that I've experienced, the amount of things that I've overcome, the amount of things that I was able to accomplish with or without help, like, the amount of things, I pat myself on the back. And I'm sure anybody watching this that knows me knows, like, damn, girl, you really got you a story. And I'm trying not to get emotional, but like, you really got you a story. And that's my reason also for wanting to create content, you know, and put these videos out, because I know that a lot of people see social media and they see it, people, you know, being perfect, having it all figured out, you know, no bumps in the road, everything is overnight. No, I'm here to show y'all that it's not. This shit is hard. This shit takes blood, sweat, tears, frustration. Like, life is hard. This shit hard, y'all. Like, it's hard, but you can do it. You can do it. I literally just had a talk with my mom yesterday. Because I continuously hear, I did not plan to cry in this video. Like, I'm continuously hearing from so many different people, family, friends, people just on social media, because occasionally, like, I post my grades, like, for when I wrap up a session. I'm like, boom, stop playing with that girl, like, these are my grades. And I get so much love from people on the internet, whether it's a like, congratulations, I'm proud of you. I'm getting messages from family, Monica, I'm so proud of you. Like, you really doing it. I'm really making something of myself. Parenting is hard. Single parenting is harder. Single parenting without the proper resources, i.e. child support, food stamps, like, is even harder. And then to top it all off, I go and add nursing school in the mix. Accelerated at that. Oh, y'all, I'm so ugly. And then the cherry on top is I'm killing it. I'm literally killing it. Like, and I just been getting, you know, different family members. Monica, I'm so proud of you. Monica, I'm so proud of you. Monica, you're doing so good. And I appreciate it 1,000%. 1,000%. And I was telling my mom, I said, you know what? I feel like I'm getting a lot of these I'm proud of you from certain family members. And it ain't no shade, no shade, no shade. But when I became a teen mom, I feel like a lot of people did count me out. I feel like a lot of people did count me out because they're like 18 with a baby. Like, your life is over with. It's basically like what people try to say, and I keep trying to tell people that it's far from the truth. Will it be more difficult? Yes. Will there be challenges? Yes. But it's good. You damn near experience the same difficulty, the same or similar challenges without a kid. Like, this lady pull up with her music. This man walking with fishing poles, baby. They just done took over my little moment. Let's give him a moment to walk past. Ain't no damn fishing pole. That's a golf club. Oh man, I done spilled coffee. I know baby blue pants. I done spilled coffee on my pants. Hopefully it don't stain. But, you know, maybe all these cars. Do y'all see? I don't know if y'all can see the amount of cars that's coming over here. I'm gonna pull off in a minute. Y'all, this man done pulled up to the drive-thru McDonald's on the scooter. Hold on. Only in Chicago. But yeah, y'all. I did not mean to cry. I did not mean to cry. But yeah, I feel like I was counted out. When I became a teen mom, I felt like I was counted out. And I proved them wrong. Like, I did have hella bumps in the road. I'm talking about road was bumpy. Like, one bumpy ass road. Right? But I've always known. Like, literally, I'm such a crybaby, y'all. I've always known that I was destined for greatness. Greatness looks different in everybody's eyes. But I knew that I was going to be successful one way or another. Whether that be becoming a nurse. I did want to become a lawyer at one point, which, I mean, it's never too late. Becoming a lawyer, whether it's being a YouTuber, whatever it is that I decided to do, I knew I was going to be successful. I just knew it because I'm extremely resilient. Like, I don't take no for an answer. And I always try to find the right people to talk to. If you can't give me the answer that I'm looking for, I'm sorry, I'm getting hot. I'm sorry if y'all can hear the air now that sorry. I can start sweating, but my lip is getting hot. But if you can't give me the answer that I'm looking for, then I'm going to go elsewhere. It's just what I'm going to do. So, yeah. I did feel like I was counted out, which is cool. People get counted out all the time. I'm not the first. I'm not the last. But I still appreciate it. I appreciate everybody saying that they are proud of me. I appreciate the congratulations, the hearts on the post. I appreciate it all because it's hard. It's hard, but I appreciate the acknowledgement. Even if I didn't get the acknowledgement, I still be happy and I still be keeping on. So let's lighten the mood a bit. Let's lighten the mood a bit. Let's lighten the mood a bit. So, the other day, August 28th, was a Breezy Bowl. And your girl was there, okay? Your girl was there. I had bought my tickets when pre-sale dropped. Baby, I wasn't missing that. Anybody who knows me knows Chris Brown. That's who I'm a fan of. There's not too many, there are not too many people that I'm a fan of. And Chris Brown is one of those people. I've been to concerts like as a kid, but as an adult, there are only two. I've been to 3 concerts alone, but 2 are like my favorite people. My first one ever was Kehlani for the, I'm gonna probably butcher this album, Sweet Sexy Cool. That album. The tour, when I lived in Phoenix, Arizona, I went all by myself because I'm like, my mindset is like, well, I'm going by myself, but I'm gonna be there with other people who have the same thing in common as me. They like Kehlani. Same thing with Chris Brown. I asked, anybody want to go? Anybody want to go? No. Everybody take too long. Okay, bought my ticket. Boom. So, bought my ticket to go to the Breezy Bowl, and it worked out so nicely because it was down the street from my job. I was like, oh, I got tears on my shirt. Where's that sweat? One of the two. Nasty. I'm cool now. So I bought my ticket pre-sale. Super excited. I had asked my brother, I want to say like 6 months in advance. It was something like that. Something 4 or 5, 6 months in advance to watch his nephew. Okay, I'm picking him up from school. I gotta go to the Breezy Bowl. Like, he was like, okay, girl, let me know closer to the date. Like, your thirsty ass. Fast forward, my mom ended up being here, so she stayed with him. But yeah, Breezy Bowl owes me nothing. Nothing. I will insert some clips. Baby, this is your definition of trading. This stays on my mind. Chris Brown owes me nothing. I damn near want to go again. But let me tell y'all this though. So what we've been hearing online is a little true. Your mans was just performing. I ain't mad at it though. I enjoyed every bit. But I did peep like, okay, there's like minimal interaction. Minimal, right? We love Chris Brown though. You know, it might have been a timing thing. A lot of the performances were happening on Thursdays, so maybe there was like a noise ordinance thing in place, so he was like, okay, we got to get this done, right? That's the excuse I'm gonna give. Also the seating arrangement, chart placement, was not the best. However, in my city, I don't know if it was other cities that did this or other cities that can do this if this happens to you. But okay. So I get to Breezy Bowl. First of all, when I was in line, back up. My best friend Malika texted me and was like, hey, FYI, Breezy Bowl got moved up 30 minutes. My lips dry. Hold on. She's like, Breezy Bowl got moved up 30 minutes. So I'm like, oh man, like, okay. Because I had a whole little plan. Now, the only reason I'm a little bummed, well, was a little bummed, is because the day of Breezy Bowl, I'm sitting here talking to y'all these dry ass lips. Hold on, yeah. Lips kind of big. Give me a second. The day of Breezy Bowl, I had an exam. So, and that was my last exam for AP3. So I'm like, and there's no opportunity to retake it. I couldn't take it early. I tried. So I'm like, okay, let me get to school on time, super on time, and knock this exam out. It was a quick one. 35 questions. We studied, so a lot of us was getting up out of there quick. I think I got out of there in approximately 14 minutes. 14 minutes, and out of 70 points, I got a 61, 62, something like that. So I did relatively good. So I had an exam, took the exam. Again, my school, work, all that ain't too far, so Breezy Bowl wasn't too far. A lot of traffic though. So make it to my job, because I parked at my job, free parking, shout out to y'all. Parked my car, got on a train, walked to Wrigley Field. So I get there, Summer Walker's performing. I'm like, okay, bet. Now, I didn't know that Summer Walker had like 7 seconds to perform. I thought with her music, like the type of artist that she had, the type of artist that she is, she has she don't have a big music catalog like Chris Brown, but she got some shit, right? I'm thinking at least 15, 20 minutes. That's what I'm thinking. No, I'm pretty sure they gave sis like 7 minutes worth of music. I'm literally in line scanning my ticket as she's performing. So I finally find my seat. She's wrapping up. They have like the little intermission or whatever going on where the DJ is interacting with the crowd playing music. Okay, cool. So I found my seat, and then I was still just walking around, just, seeing what's what. I finally sit in my seat. I sit in my seat. I did not like my seat. I didn't like my seat because Monica couldn't see anything. When I tell you I could not see the stage, and the monitor that they had to assist those who can't see the stage, I can only see literally like kneecaps down. Baby, this don't help me. I don't want to see no kneecaps. Then to add on top of that, shorty to the right of me was trying to light a blunt in the wind for like 15 minutes. Baby, go find someone with a lighter, because your lighter's not cutting it. I'm tired of hearing this flickering in my ear. And then her vibe was just like, I don't know, we have Breezy Bowl, like, turn the fuck up. Like, what, you over here focused on this blunt. I would have put that bitch in my fucking pocket and called it a day and just vibed out, right? I know everybody can't do that though, so whatever. Then to the left of me, right, whatever, on the other side of me is a couple. And they just sitting there just, is y'all good? This is Breezy Bowl. This is 20 years of a celebration of Chris Brown. Like, why are y'all just sitting here like this? And mind you, Summer Walker was just performing. There's music playing and y'all just sitting here. So I get up. Remember what I said earlier, y'all. I don't take no for an answer. The answers that I receive, I don't always take that answer and just be like, okay. No, I'm going to take it a step further. So I'm walking. I'm like, okay, I need to find somebody that work here. Bingo. Excuse me, sir. So I have a question. If you bought a seat with an obstructed view, is there anything that can be done about this? He's like, oh, absolutely. Go down to fan services, make sure you have your ticket, let them know, what the issue is, they'll assist you. Okay. So I'm he gives me the instructions on how to get there. When I get to the elevator, I press the button, I'm waiting. Some other ladies walk up and they went to press the button and they're like, oh, you going down to fan services? I'm like, yeah. I was like, my view was horrible. So they like, girl, ours too. So now we sitting there talking about that. So they're like, yeah, like, I don't know why they, like, we've been hearing, but this is bogus. So people are pissed off, right? So we head down, we have fan services. We get to fan services. There's a lot of fans that need services. But okay, we'll get in line. So I'm getting in line, I'm talking to different people. Not like that, because I be talking, but I don't be talking. But then if I hear certain things, I'm like, yeah, they petty as hell. Like, they bogus, whatever. Little shit here and there. I even was talking to a couple people that have VIP. So I don't know if this happened in other states, but in Chicago, they said the people, like, I'm literally seeing them VIP necklaces, badges, wristbands, full blown packages, and the Chicago meet and greet was canceled. I don't know what that was about, but it was canceled. I ain't had nothing to do with that. I ain't had it, but yeah, it was canceled. VIP seats, they said basically they dispersed them to just like random places within the stadium. So they came to fan services because they was pissed off, rightfully so, because if I know I paid $300 and something for my ticket, I know y'all paid a pretty penny for yours, right? So we have fan services, we chopping it up, whatever, everybody's waiting. So now it's my turn. I'm like, hi, you know, I was told that I can come to fan services to speak with someone about, you know, my seating concerns. So he's like, okay, do you have your ticket? So I pull out my ticket. I'm like, yeah, so this is my section. And I'm like, so basically I can't see the stage at all. I said, which, you know, I kind of knew was going to happen. I said, however, I can't, the monitor, I literally just repeated to him. I'm like, the monitor that's there, I can literally see from kneecaps down. I can't see anything else. And he's like, oh no. He's like, that's not, you know, that's not cool. And I'm like, no. I was like, but I was told, you know, to come down to fan services and you guys may be able to help me. Talking just like that, because I don't know the saying. I know the saying, but you get more bees with honey than vinegar. I think that's it. So, you know, it's no point in walking up there. Oh, y'all fucked up. It's no point. So he's like, how many tickets? One. By myself. It's just one ticket. Well, I think it's gonna rain. It is gonna rain. Good. Because y'all, if I was to show y'all my window, I don't even know if y'all can see it. It's not as much back here as it is up here. Squirrel moment, sidebar, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes I park on the corner of my house and it's a tree that drips sap. And that shit was dripping all over my car. So now that it's raining, it's going to wash off my car. Anyways, so he asked me how many tickets. I'm like, one. Just me, by myself. So he's like, okay, I'll be right back. So I'm standing there, la da 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 da. He was probably gone maybe about 45 seconds. Another lady came up. She was like, have you been helped? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, the gentleman already helped me. You know, he just told me he'll be right back. Da, 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 da. So I'm waiting. He comes back. He's like, this is the best I can do for you. He's like, I apologize for the inconvenience. I'm like, okay. Hands me the ticket. Baby, let me say. I was in section 221. So you got field. Okay? Then there's like single digit sections. Then there's a 100 section. I'm in a 200 section. Okay? Mind you. I checked my ticket, baby. I'm in the 8th section. In the first row. Thank you, sir. Baby, that seat was so close, I didn't even know how to find it. I had to keep asking people, where is this? Where is this? I had to find my seat before Breezy came out. Where is this? Somebody told them. They end up, I'm talking about ropes being pulled back. Thank you, kind sir at Wrigley Field. I wish I knew his name. Maybe I could go back and find out, give him a hug, send him lunch or something. Like, literally, my seat got upgraded from the 221st section to section 8. And I was given a tangible ticket that I now have on my little board, my cork board, with a pin in it, because your girl sat front row. I mean, I won floor seats, but your girl was front row enough to Breezy Bowl. Like, what? And I had the time of my life by myself. I had the time of my life. I'm talking about screaming, y'all. Screaming, dancing. Baby, I can't dance like that. But I was doing whatever moves I know I seen Chris Brown do, either on the TV or whatever. Baby, I was doing the dance. I tried to learn the It Depends dance. Baby, all I know is, that's all I know. And the listening part. That's all. That's all I know. But yeah, y'all had the time of my life. I will insert a little bit, you know, so y'all can see. Time of my life. Chris Brown did his thing. I wish it was longer. But I know him having such a long ass music selection is like, would y'all want a fucking 20-hour concert? Like, that's not gonna happen. Time of my life. Time of my life. Literally still on cloud 9. Baby, I love me some Chris Brown, okay? Love me some Chris Brown. There was a girl that got pulled up on stage too, and I was like, okay, girl, you represent Chicago well, baddie, period. Like, but yeah, y'all, that was my reward to myself, because I don't want to say I don't reward myself, but when it comes to activities, festivities, I put my son first. Whether it's us going to the movies, we going to the water park, we going to the trampoline park, we going out of the country, like it's pertaining to my son. So this was like my gift to me. And it was, girl, I'm about to cry again. Get it together. That was the wrap of second semester. I'm ending with all B's. I got my ticket to the Chris Brown concert. My ticket got upgraded. I had my car back at the, baby, what? Life is good. Life is good. But yeah, y'all, so that's my update, recap, story. Yeah, and that's everything in a nutshell over the summer to current. Yeah, I'm gonna do my very best not to do no shit like this again with taking such a hiatus. But in watching this video, I'm pretty sure why y'all understand why I didn't pick up no camera. Because life was real. Life was lifing, okay? So, with that being said, I do hope y'all enjoyed this video. Very much all over the place emotionally. Very much all over the place with the storytelling. But y'all, that was the best way I could sum it up. The best that I could do. If you did enjoy this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up. And if you decide that you want to join me on my journey of life, join me on my journey of nursing school, join me on my journey of becoming a successful nurse as well as a YouTuber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Hit that subscribe button for me. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Comment down below what your favorite part of this video was. Words of encouragement, whatever it is, leave a comment. Even if it's just a hey girl. I'm just blessed. I'm extremely blessed. I'm extremely blessed. I'm extremely blessed. Regardless of the things that have been said to me, things that have been said about me, things that I've experienced, it's all a part of my testimony. It's all a part of my testimony. I'm gonna have me a story. I'm gonna have me a good story. I might just write a book. Like, for reals. I might just write a book at some point. Because, yeah, I might just write a book. So, again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you would like to follow me on this journey, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. This channel is continuously growing. We may lose some people. Everybody don't want to hear about certain things, and that's fine with me. My crowd will find me. That's what I always tell myself. My crowd will find me, and everything will be all right. Again, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I will talk to y'all another day.